Okay, friends, in this video, we're going to go over some visuals for fall and winter hardware. We have every single visual for every item on the list. You're going to get the complete list right here, as well as Super Bowl party, and there's some crazy stuff on that list that we need to talk about.
Copper here, coming from KC Stadium. Looks like it's going to be a fun weekend. I feel like lots of you are going to score huge. So let's get right into the action.
All right, so you gotta love Copper reporting to us right from KC Stadium. We're gonna go over the Super Party visuals. These are what you're thinking, but not really, so let's chat about it. Now, we did have some for Super Bowl 2026. You're seeing those scroll across your screen right now. Whenever I got this memo, it was actually quite a large list, and I was pretty shocked by it because it's normally about 5 or 6 items, just like you're seeing right now. We have the Super Bowl, the plates, the hot dog trays. We do have some cool little glasses, a funky little headband, and some more fun things. But in addition to that, Dollar General's went and done some other wonky things. We're going to talk about those in just a minute. Now, I will tell you, not all stores got these PDQs. I did manage to find a store with them, but not all of them got them. Now, here's the funky part right here. Also included on this Super Bowl party list, oddly, is the Super Bowl items, not all of them, but some of them from 2022. And fortunately, I did have these visuals, which shocked me. Fortunately, they were over on my website because, as you guys know, my phone crashed and I lost all my visuals. So it did work out that I did have these on the website. So I do have them here for you. However, I'm going to give you a little list of the ones I am missing once I show you the ones I do have, just in the event you need them or you're looking for the UPCs. Now, do you remember these? Okay, so you may or may not remember the fall football. These were actually excluded. They never marked down. This was, again, several years ago. Now, there are numerous ones. You're seeing the ones I do not have the pictures for right here. So those are also included. And these are all currently 70% off right now, gang. These will be an additional 50% off that 70% off price during the clearance event. So if you happen to run basically across the football themed type things, definitely give it a scan because it's probably going to be really cheap this weekend. And of course, these will continue to mark down next to 90% off, then to a penny. So now let's look at the winter hardware visuals. Okay, so for winter hardware, we did too get an itemized list of everything that is included in the winter hardware. And we have every single in-store visual for you. Now, these are currently 25% off, gang. This is just a visual video to help you get ready for when these items do penny, and of course, depending on when you're seeing this, to help you when these items are included in clearance events, which is what's coming up here tomorrow. So these are currently 25% off during the clearance event. They will be an additional 50% off. But if you are seeing this after the clearance event's over, that's fine too, because these are visuals that you're going to need in the upcoming future for when these items go to 50, 70, 90, and then yes, for eventually to 1 penny. They do mix this list up every year, so it's not the same items every single year. However, if you do find items from previous years, I definitely would give them a scan. Some of these have reset, some of them have not. This one's a new one to us. This is the 2-in-1 electric hand warmer. That's kind of cool, and it's also a power bank, so I thought that was pretty neat. If you see that in your store, it's definitely not going to stand out as winter hardware. I could see that easily being mixed in with any kind of electronics. So these items could be hiding just about anywhere. I know the hand warmers, they seem to get stuck all over the store. Excellent to put up for next year. I definitely will keep my eyes out for this just due to the harsh winter we had here and the fear of losing power. These would have definitely came in clutch when we were worried about losing power during the, what did they call it, a snow cyclone bomb or something like that, crazy. But nonetheless, definitely something to keep an eye out for. Now, speaking of old items, this right here is the Prestone de-icer. It is not on the itemized list. However, I did in fact see it in my store like 2 days ago. So I went ahead and grabbed a picture of it because when I scanned it, it is following the markdowns for this winter hardware. So like I said, if you see the older items that we have had in the past, give them a scan. Okay, now let's look at some fall hardware visuals. And again, same thing here. We did get an itemized list, and this is every single product included on the fall hardware list. These two are currently 25% off. They will be part of the clearance event, so they will be an additional 50% off that already reduced 25% off price. After the clearance event is over, these items will go back to being 25% off until they fall again in their clearance cycle next to 50, 70, 90, and then 1 penny. You guys know I put these visual videos out for you, not only to help with the clearance events, but also to help with your, say it with me, penny vision. Now, these are new this year as well. What you're seeing on your screen right now is the rough neck different tool accessories. These would be awesome, gang, to put up for Father's Day, to put in a Father's Day gift basket or something like that. Or in my case, I love tools. I love when I get tools, maybe even a Mother's Day. And now we have some different extension cords scrolling through. Some are indoor, some are outdoor. These designer ones, these are new this year. I've not seen these go in the past. They're pretty cool, and I like the colors on those. And then, of course, we have our tap foot one. That's good for your Christmas tree or other stuff. I often get these and use them all over the house, like all year round. This remote timer one I absolutely love. I actually use it out on my outdoor space to call it my little serenity spot in the spring, summer, and fall. It's where I do a lot of my work. But I have a hummingbird water fountain that couponing farm girl actually turned me on to several years ago, and I ordered it. Absolutely love it. And I will hook that up as well as my patio lights, and they're right there easily on the remote. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely be looking for those. So definitely not just for Christmas. We just passed through some gag party or gift boxes. Those are pretty cool. Then, of course, we have our brown dot. Now, this does confuse new people. They do this every single year. I'm not sure why they put a brown dot on these, because these never follow brown dot. These are brown dotted, but please just ignore that dot. These are actually fall hardware and will follow fall hardware markdowns. So just keep that in mind. Try not to let it confuse you. I'm not sure why they continue to put the brown dot on there, but they do. Okay, what we're looking at now is some novelty gifts, and I'm seeing these pretty much all over my store. Some of them are actually up in that little island for electronics. I've definitely seen them there, especially the party lights. So they're kind of getting shoved everywhere. Once these seasonal items start their clearance cycle, they lose their home spot in the store. Therefore, they do kind of end up everywhere. So definitely just look around really good. Alrighty, folks. So a little bit shorter of a video. They've been long lately. Sorry about that, but I've had lots of information to give you. But this one is a little bit of a shorter one. That's all we have as far as your Super Bowl party, your fall hardware, your winter hardware. If you guys have your eyes on some of these, might be a good idea to grab them this weekend, just because we do have the percentage off and the additional percentage off, particularly that Super Bowl party items. Those should be pretty cheap this weekend with the clearance event. Again, if you're watching this after the clearance event, no worries. These will continue to mark down until we do eventually hit 1 penny on these. We do have a bunch of new categories that started the clearance cycle. What does that mean? Be expecting more visual videos for Dollar General for your penny shopping and your clearance shopping. Make sure you're subscribed so that you do not miss them. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, share to a friend. That is all I have for you in this video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. That is all for now, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, friends.
Stop.